it's very exotic, and with these kinds of picks, I feel like it's gonna go one way or another. It's gonna look terrible or it's gonna look amazing.
Yeah.
I definitely generally prefer to play the tempo side, so I'm gonna go with Liquid on this one. But I can see it work in a very extreme situation where they're going to win 1 or 2 team fights and slow the game down, and then it's just going to be too much for Liquid to handle.
Very quickly, BSJ?
Yeah, I'll just say that this is exactly what we expected. I think the Winter Wyvern makes the early game even harder, but the late game even stronger. So if they get there, but I think Liquid's got this.
Well, my panel has a lot of faith in the Team Liquid draft of things. Let's find out if Team Liquid feel the same, as before we get into the game, we have a final word from Jenkins and Blitz on the stage.
Hey, Big B. Good to see you again. Is Talon a bunch of Giga Chads for letting you guys have the IO Lesh? Did you expect that in the draft?
No, not really. But I mean, they were really good. I mean, this draft feels really scary, so who knows what'll happen.
How do you feel about the Wyvern last pick coming out? Was that also a surprise?
Yeah, I don't think they've played it here. Although I don't think they probably played many IOs, so maybe it's like a surprise thing for them. But it was really smart. I mean, these guys are really, really talented, and Sunbee's a really smart guy, so it was probably cooked up, and they probably knew that we were going to get IO, and they probably had this in the back of their minds.
So we will see if the counter to the IO Lesh works in this game with Kezu and Sunsfan.
Thank you so much, Jenkins. Really appreciate that intro, as always. As we're getting in to Talon versus Team Liquid. It's a pretty big deal. Boxy trying to snag this one. He'll get it. Might be able to get a kill on Ollie as well. Getting slowed by the Wyvern, though. As Jab's trying to tank up that battery assault, and with the charge coming in, that will ensure that at least they get the kill onto Boxy.
I mean, Boxy will definitely take that trade. You steal the rune, you force Jabs to free. Like, I would have to slowly, like, slow pressure bottom.
Oh, McKay. McKay's gonna get on it. There's the charge. And the zip. He's gonna be an easy pickoff. Trying to get the kill for Makoto, and he'll find it.
And Talon just doing a very nice job, and unless Liquid bring their own heroes down, bad about the state of the game either, but I would say within the next couple of minutes, Liquid will definitely like to do something.
He's got a forcing to set up the nice hook shot onto Q, split connects for Nisha as well. That's going to be the space Talon great.
Okay, Zai. Must be an invisible dragon later on. Very hype.
That's always hype.
Oh, charge through.
Yeah, Boxy, not able to get the cogs off. Hook shot onto the creeps, but he still finds the connection he needs, but Makoto's there to help out. Ends up getting this kill onto the Clockwork eventually as the Global Silence first usage of the game. But now Talon on the run as Nisha trying to make a connection as well as Mickey slowing them down with the Lucent
23
beam.
TPing.
Maelstrom is online now for 23 Savage. Makoto completely out of mana, though. The fully eclipsed now, basically reserved for Jabs, but he gets off the curse just in time. And that means Mickey beating that ever-living crap out of Oh, he gets saved, though. Nice job from Insania, but the Chronosphere coming out onto Mickey because Insania can't link up to the Luna any further. Ends up being a 2-for-1 to start as Q's gonna drop next. Nisha getting extremely low and is brought down by 23 Savage. Finishing that Maelstrom just in time. A double kill for him. Boxy back into the fight again. Gets 23 Savage inside. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Nisha. Be careful. Remember to have the word. Be careful, man. He's getting charged. And you can see it was looking like he might have wanted to link up. He's getting charged still, and he will die. He gets most of the Ancients, but just like that, 2 dead for Liquid. Jabs, Cold embracing himself. The Global comes out. Zai also out of mana and surrounded by members of Talon. Jabs just going to go down to the Familiars, but it'll be a trade for Zai. So 3 dead for Liquid, and they find the offlane and support. Boxy. Able to TP out in the Talon's favor. Cyber, he's just getting the first dagger. Hook shot into the cost. Global Silence. Cold Embrace saving him for the time being. 23 Savage and company just have to look on as the Space Cow does drop. Is that enough for Liquid to feel secure in taking Roche? Now he uses there from Nisha. They off the bullet, forcing out the BKBs from Q. Now Makoto trying to go on top of this. But that's a real target. 22 Savage looking for a head of the he's left in the air. Now it'll be forced back by the Ancients. Kind of in a weird spot. It's going down. The Chronosphere comes out to the Curse on top of Luna. Not the greatest layering from up on the Talon. It's a 1-for-1, but it's a quarter. Now they're going to find a big faceless Void. Down goes 23 Savage. Now there it is, baby. Get on enter. Still in here. 23 Savage is going to get the Chrono there. It's on the Luna. Luna.
They'll need to blow
No
the reload.
Aegis this time. Relocate, but the global silence is there. So they do get the successful kill onto the Luna. Now the charge onto Insania. Nisha left all alone for the time being. And his partner in crime will drop. Nisha still with that Aegis in tow. And the TP is actually broken. Q. Will find Bosch. Turns on the jetpack. Makoto with the BKB. Might have finished off this clockwork, but that's a pretty hard kill to get. But Nisha all alone in the river. Insania is ready to go. Gets off his Greaves. They global, but it's really to no effect. But 23 Savage coming in with the Chronosphere. Insania has his relocate going, and that'll save Nisha. But Zai will get blown up inside the Chrono. And these big spells are big curse onto 2, but it's only Nisha right-clicking Io. Ends up not having that much of an effect, and now Ollie on the run as Liquid trying to get something out of this fight other than the Wyvern. Ollie goes down to 1 Lucent Beam. Very nice. Time walks out. Zip on in, zip on out. That's all they can do, but the buildings are still melting to the Familiars and the Moonglaives. Both tier 4s extremely low. Q forced to pop a BKB. There's the Eclipse coming through. The Chronosphere onto 4 heroes into absolutely nothing. That has been the problem for Talon all game long, but a nice charge. Keeping Nisha at bay. He's getting pretty low, but the Bloodstone keeping him nice and healthy. Another Eclipse comes out. Not enough to get an initial kill, though. But again, the Ancient exposed. There's the fortification, but Liquid will likely be able to take this out now as GGs are called. So Liquid take game.
I mean, there's also a lot of additional armor versus the Terrorblade, which is always very nice. Faith Beyond, looking at these drafts, which team would you rather be a part of for Game 2?
I think Liquid, they want to play like multi-core to win this game, but I still favor Talon's team fight. And also they have Storm Spirit. Is Mikoto very good hero. Last game he didn't die once, so I think Talon can win this.
Okay. Fly, in this situation, Team Liquid don't necessarily have the same explosive push potential that they had in Game 1. Will that help Talon Esports in terms of being able to take the fights and delay things until later on in the game?
I mean, I think it's interesting to see because my brain is naturally going to be more inclined towards Liquid when I look at the heroes, right? Because that's just my mentality. I'm like, yeah, I want to play this tempo, want to play faster, push the advantage. And Faith Beyond is like coming from a different perspective. It's like, I like their team fight. I like how, you know, their spells are going to pan out together. So for me, I think Liquid, again, looks better.
All right, BSJ, forget who signs your checks for a moment and just think objectively about these drafts. Be a tiebreaker for us.
Oh, I've never biased, Jay. I'd say that the Sven basically says they're not concerned about the Terrorblade, and that means that the Lion has a large weight on his shoulders on Boxy, but then you're dealing with a Storm and a Mars that will have easy times fighting you in the fights. And so I'm actually going to lean towards Talon for this draft slightly.
Slightly. Oh, okay. I like what I'm seeing right now from the side of Talon Esports. They have the tools that they need. We have 23 Savage on a proper hard carry. They have team fight around him, which is going to be very intriguing to watch. And crucially, like Faith Beyond mentioned, Makoto, yet again playing his Storm Spirit. He was not the issue. Put the team on his back in Game 1. And they almost found themselves in a victorious position. Only really falling apart because of some overwhelming speed and tempo coming in from Team Liquid. This time around though, Team Liquid do not have as much cheese involved in their draft. So it's going to be intriguing to see exactly they find themselves going in. To find out exactly what's going on, let's send it to Jenkins on the floor to get some opinions. Much appreciated.
Hello, Big S. Good to see you. We've got some questions about the draft. You let Io Lesh through both games. This game, you didn't take the Silencer, you took the Terrorblade instead. Can you speak a little bit about that?
I think we just want to smash this Lesh strike that's in the front with a big demon.
Okay, makes a lot of sense. And the ET in the draft, is that also a counter to the Io Lesh?
You know, I have no idea. I think at various times of the patch it is. Clearly just kind of gambling and see if it works. I think it's going to work out. It's a strong lane, it's a meta hero. Every time these big tournaments come around, ET comes into play, so let's see.
Okay. Thank you, Sunbi.
They give a lot of Roshans. And Elder Titan, maybe the best hero in the entire game, to contest. As we can see the Impale on 23 Savage getting blown up by Luck, and he comes out, Timber Chain to follow. He's the very fire bubble. That is enough with a right click from Zai. Impale is is going to come eventually. Does he have the damage to finish him off? Another right click, but the Fairy Fire's there. Echo Stomp from Ollie, and they're going to actually turn this around onto Boxy. Gets off the wand charge, but he will drop in the end. Good turnaround here from the This game is still in beta, and Ollie, soon as Zania shows up with the link up on the side. Indeed. Okay. He's vulnerable. That's for the second time in this game. Completely isolated. As Zai trying to focus down Jabs now. The Chakram is there. He's level 6 versus Jabs is level 4. Just such a big difference in the laning stage. Again, coming from Liquid. And they're going to give the kill to Mickey. That's a double kill for a Sven. Man, oh man. And even Insania gets out. Talon get nothing for this. So it'll be a pretty good kill. Second in the game. Zai. Well, forcing Dakota to use quite a bit of mana, but they should be able to get this, I would think.
Yeah.
I hope for Talon that they can, because this would have been a complete disaster. So they do get that. But in the meantime, we'll see what the next power spike for Liquid is if they want to get very aggressive. Like you said, maybe it is that Blink Dagger onto the Sven.
Oh, I hear God Strength.
I do too. Ollie in the pit.
Free kill.
Found by Mickey.
Ooh.
As Makoto, through the gate he goes, puts down them.
Oh, they see Nisha and they have Link Arena. He is kind of alone.
Shot. Case is picked up.
Aggressive
Moves the arena into the spear.
Relocate.
Relocate is coming. Oh, stop is there just in time. Nietzsche getting some help from Mickey to pop the contract. Makoto getting super low. He dies first. It's a trade of the mids. And it looks like Ollie will likely be next. The casual right click is there from Mickey. Jab's trying to save his teammate, gets a spear, but they don't have the damage to take out this big bad Sven unless 23 Savage shows up. But he's going to take some damage from Mickey. Not there at all. Impaled from the high ground from Foxy. Big finger at from 23 Savage, but he's going to live through the day as Mickey's the one that's bursted. And now Boxy and the rest of Liquid on the run. 23 Savage looking for an opening onto Boxy. He'll find it pretty easily. And he shows up and gets catapulted in his net worth now. You can see he is third all of a sudden. So Talon with a great response to this aggression from Liquid on the rune.
What a nice play by Talon. It's not over yet.
Spy is stuck on that flip though. Nisha is there. Splitter connects. And they finally will take down the big back Terrorblade.
Okay, so they do get 23 at the back of all of it. I would say Talon is still fairly happy with what happened there. Okay, they're baiting Foxy right now.
Yeah, they scanned it out, so they have an idea this is going to happen. Big Stormhammer, but the Earth Splitter into the Mars Arena. And after the fact, they're going to find Makoto, who just gets stuck on the wrong side. So despite Makoto on his side, who's basically a Mickey on the other side of the tree line. They don't have the CC, but yeah, the spear is there. The CC is on the side of Talon instead. So Foxy takes a tumble, and now Mickey all alone. Zai can only look on, but Nisha's on the way. They're going to lose their Sven, though, right off the bat. And Liquid now forced to hide. Oh, he got him! Deletes Makoto! This man has some balls. He dies shortly after, but you got to respect it. 3 for 1 in favor of Talon in the end. This war, I feel like, is it not that good? 6 extra?
It's not bad, but honestly, Spell on Timber is broken as Boxy.
Yep,
does get
Savage. Well, Boxy gets speared and deleted. And Makoto and the rest of Talon.
They also
all alone. Makoto very long stint. A little too long, I would say. The same now looking up with Sven coming back into this fight. He's actually going to live as a result of it. On the fight, the chase. Looks like Ollie's the first back Q shortly after, so Liquid somehow able to get back in this fight and get a favorable result. They will lose Lion, but still, that was almost a complete disaster for Liquid, but able to get there very well.
I do think if they all in the TV, if they want to.
He gets the spear off as well. Combination is there with the stick on the right side. You see Makoto in control and brought down and again. Trying to outpace this Aegis and it is just is coming. Boxy is there. Very Q gonna TP out in the Glimmer.
I like that Boxy. Just chatting it up for now.
Yeah, I think they're gonna spawn. He gets the initiation. Kill the follow. ET is dead right off the bat. 23 Savage getting pursued by Mickey. It's still BKB trying to finish off the Terrorblade from afar, but he's gonna force out the BKB instead and walk away. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of Liquid so far, but the Sunder onto Mickey is enough to take out the Sven. Zai trying to slow him down. The boom is about to hit 23 Savage, but brings him down to half HP. Meanwhile, Nisha getting controlled. Looks like Q and Makoto
Could be too slow.
Now by the Lotus pool is Q on the side with the trees. He's going to want to pop the smoke as Jagger with the BKB and the arena. And it looks like the Aegis will be claimed by Talon and 23 Savage. He pops his BKB a little bit prematurely as Box is going to be the first to fall. The Bloodstone Makoto bursted down by Mickey. Does have the buyback. We'll see if the rest of Talon want to fight or disengage. That's going to be the buyback from Makoto though. Insania, he's going to get dropped, so no IO in this fight. Any way to buy back as well. Mickey, click from afar, Boxy in the trees. Jack is completely surrounded and brought down, but Makoto trying to finish off the Sven. He does so, and Zai looks to be next on the list for Talon. He's going to Timber Chain TP, and no way to cancel it.
Liquid, they want to fight. There are 2 buybacks available.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no God Strike quite yet, though. Zai going really deep in. 23 Savage to get the Thunder off. A boom boom time is coming for Mr. 23 Savage. Nisha's there with the Bloodstone as Q. And Makoto can only look on. 9-4 stack to dodge the boom boom, but can't outrun Zai. That is the Aegis down.
They have a cheese. Maybe they need to pass it over.
And Makoto, he's basically out of mana. He just has to walk back. They're going to get the Glimmer off, but there's the Yules. Q. All they can do is look on again as 23 Savage completely surrounded. No Slunter in sight. He's going to pop his BKB. Trying to TP out. Can he do it? No! The physical damage is just enough from the side of Liquid. Makoto able to get out of dodge, and now Q and Ollie on the run. One gets away, and Ollie, that's not clean. He didn't hit a tree on the way out. Stuck inside this arena. Boom Boom is nullified though, so not as tanky as he could be. Insania connects, he can relocate, still there. Earth Splitter comes out, Insania's gonna relocate basically all lanes. Gets off the link onto Nisha, but he dies.
Dieback.
And now Nisha has to get the hell out, and Liquid in turn will have to do so as well. Nisha will barely TP out. They didn't have any stuns there, as the Echo Stomp does find Zai. So they get a very valuable kill in this defense, but they do lose that melee racks.
Yeah, very like ping pong events here. You
Very juicy. Smoke. That's another shot for the blue. It's destroyed. There's double fire to take it off shortly after. It's a buyback onto the Elder Titan. They don't have the same for Boxy though, Liquid side. And Nisha, a little late BKB. Get the splitter caught onto Terrorblade. But Nisha gets controlled and brought down. That's a huge kill for Talon. Able to get Nisha, able to get Mickey out of dodge. Zai will not be so lucky in all likelihood. Very tanky, but will be taken out in the end. So good fight from Talon.
Oh man, Insania.
They get effectively 4 because there was no buybacks for the Liquid side.
Just it's time. Don't want to bolt the Hex.
And the Hex to start things out. Double Hex this time. Oh, gotta get another Hex onto the sword here, but there's a Margarina onto Zai. Very tanky indeed. Makoto getting relatively low, will zip away. 23 Savage will run away with what's going to be getting up the Sunder on the side. There's a second Arena from Jazz. He's going to connect mostly onto the IO, but the Sven is taking massive damage. He will drop to the deck. 2 minutes without your Sven at all. Buybacks coming out from Liquid in mass. Makoto's the only casualty for Talon. He will buy back now as Jab's getting chased into the tree line. Getting forced, but will not survive the onslaught. And Boxy, he's getting controlled. With 23 Savage, he's going to take a bigger of that. The Sunder, the Lotus Orb is going to prevent him from using it. Nicely played from Liquid. They take out the TB.
Oh, they're going for the game-winning play here.
That's a buyback now onto the side of 23 Savage. Double Chakram, no connection on the tree again for massive damage, but their TV is not here yet. They don't have the physical damage. Just waiting in base. No, there's a Chakram on it. We can force that out of the Chakrams. The Electric Vortex with the Nullifier now onto Nisha, trying trying to find somebody gets the Hex again, but Q and company very low, but they'll be able to take out Nisha in the end. Makoto gets the kill. Now that's an instant buyback, and Jack sundered by his teammate will actually save him for the time being, as Zion company still surrounding him. Jax gets force-staffed out. Nice double spear again. There's so many ways to kite Liquid. Makoto calls him, but barely any mana, as the Earth Splitter connects. Nisha is dead, and another arena, the third of this fight, and this is going to be a full team wipe for Talon, and they will win game number 2 because they can just go for throne. No buybacks even remotely. Mickey has to do something. There's the Hex, the exchange shot on Boxy. Mickey trying to finish somebody off. Makoto able to step away. Just out of distance. Stupid shield. Superman to be able to catch up to him. But no, they give the axe to the left instead, and they're going to die outright. So GG's are calling Talon.
I think Liquid will win this game because they have a stronger team fight. And also I think Talon, the Tiny and Darkseer pick combo is quite weird, I think.
I'd like to change my vote.
Fly, what do you make of this? This is $1 million matchup right now. Team Liquid?
I think it's pretty close. I think it's probably the closest draft for me in terms of who I go for, and I think I go for Liquid here. I think it does actually what BSJ said is very accurate. If mid lane goes really well for Talon, Talon might just take the game. But if it goes even or just like 45-55, I think that Liquid will win.
I think that Liquid will win. All right, so we have some favorability towards the side of Team Liquid based on my panel's predictions. However, Talon Esports have proven time and time again that they are coming into this particular tournament ready to upset anybody. And as Blitz mentioned, there are no favorites left. Everybody left is the best team in the world in their own opinion, and have certainly shown that in the field of Dota play. So we're excited to witness exactly how Game 3 is going to be panning out between these two squads. Remember the stakes. It's a $1 million matchup. Both teams already having earned 800,000. This win grants you an additional 900. If Team Liquid win, that's going to match what they got at TI last year. If Talon Esports win, that will more than quintuple how many earnings they've gotten in this particular year of Dota 2 action. I really can't wait to get into this one, and I can't wait to see if it's going to be Talon Esports cooking it up with 23 Savage and making Southeast Asia fly, or if it's going to be Team Liquid, the Dark Horses, bringing yet forth another wave of European dominance into 2023. The Riyadh Masters wait.
He's going to be spotted. Fortune's End is going to hit him. And he has his shift available. Boxy going to try to block. This would be a really big kill
they need
for
more.
Liquid if they can find him. Very, very tanky target. Great job from Boxy, and the blood grenade is there. First.
Or until he has Blink, ET as well. There's no way you're ever going to get stopped. As Mickey taking quite a bit of beating.
I thought he was going to get the time walk off, but terrific layering of spells there from the side of Talon.
Man, that was actually disgusting. The vacuum with the tree throw right at the end towards when he wanted to time walk. What a sick kill in this lane.
Slide from Makoto, but Echo Stomp is there from the other side from Ollie as Nisha getting run down. Boxy in the area, but the shield crash. Nisha wants to commit. Blood grenade on top. Makoto gets the slight though to be able to take out the ward lane.
He drops the ward.
And yeah, the ward goes down, giving just enough vision for Boxy.
Run it off, brother.
Bold kill. Ollie won't even bother chasing. Gets the ward instead.
Free throw.
Hey, Q. He is off to a pretty good start with these tree throws.
Very big though for Talon here in the mid lane, as Makoto now has an XP lead on Nisha. These higher level of Sleight of Fist will really start helping a lot as they're going.
This 6-minute power rune, Insane's going to grab the invis, so it's effectively a denial from both sides. Can they get something out of this? Indeed
Absolutely.
They will. 3-on-1, not fair for Zai.
Hate when enemies do something that's not fair. That's Zai. That's just a really nice rotation.
3 seconds away from faster. Ollie trying to get it. The rolling cutter comes out from Nisha, but they will be denied the wisdom rune. Both of which going the way of Talon, and despite Ollie's even at this step, I think it's honestly worth it still. Both. As Insane's going to be spotted here by Q and Ollie. And only gets the Fate's Edict off. They still have the Avatos. Makoto's going to be able to get Arcane Runes. That's a big one. Easy cleanup for Talon as Nisha shows up a bit too late. Doesn't have his Rolling Thunder yet either way. very early on from Talon.
They're smoking on Zai.
Yeah, Zion on the clip. He's going to be spotted by the Astral Spirit. Avalanche hits into the Echoes. A little bit too early, but there's a wall into the back, and it should be enough. So Zai punished again. There is newly picked up with James. He's going to stop. He's all in his track. It's gets off in the front of him. They're able to lose the water there. Saving Nisha the 9-8. Is he taking force? There's a big splash onto the fourth lane. But they do find Nisha in the end through the false promise and all that juiciness. Make just barely getting out with that time lock. If there was people at 80 on top, but he's going to get dropped either way because the rest of the Talon were waiting for him outside. In a sticky situation, trying to get one kill on the way out, but he's not going to find it. So solo kill for 23 Savage. They only lose. And smoke from Talon. On the live screen, going for the kill on the Brood again. And Zai, man, oh man, struggling early on here. That is his Echo Stomp. Does find Nisha, but
Nice job by Insania. Wakes him up with the damage.
out Nisha trying to force some things out. Nice swap with a big vacuum coming in, but not a lot of follow-up from the side of Talon.
Oh, Zai in the back? What?
Zai popping his BKB. Vacuum was stolen. Using that Chrono, we'll try to time walk away. 23 Savage. Back to connect through the BKB of Mickey. He time walks away again. That's a counter time walk from 23 Savage into the waveform. And they finally get a punish onto the side of Liquid. Doesn't really get that looking for something. They're going to yeah, they're going to get the puncher off with the vacuum wall. Off of BKB. Trying to get some help back. Next thing is Station Lana going for the side of the map now. He killed it. But actually, I would think he gets brought down, and indeed, the bug. Well, not a bug. For this is Mickey. Glimmer back out. They get vision of the amount of HP that Roche has, and again, Talon. It's not like they're.
I mean, look at Liquid. They're being so annoying. Zai's pushing mid, and they're just playing the time.
They actually popped the fortification. They use the normal punch as well. The BKB from Zai. Really focus on the hero or the Rax is the question. Back to the Rax it goes. They get on the other side of the map. Mickey gets a Chronosphere onto 2. While 23 Savage is trying to focus on the support, but Nisha gets off his ultimate. Doing a lot of control here, but the Rax are going to go down, and Zai getting his second set. Meanwhile, this fight continues. Nisha getting permastun after permastun onto 23 Savage. Finally, what's going on? Away. Mikoto getting swashbuckler. The Searing Chains is there onto him. Great steal from the Rubik.
I mean, who
Just
cares
like
about
that,
any
that's
of
3
this?
dead, and Zai with the be in the base. There's the Avalanche top.
Vacuum
The
punch.
disruption is Jabs trying to control Mickey. Time walks most of the damage out. Meanwhile, Nisha getting off his ult. Mikoto, ping pong. Trying to find Makoto, but he cannot. So many remnants away as Insania is the target. He's going to have to false promise himself. And 23 Savage missed a lot of members. Liquid ages down. Nisha inside his roll-up right now. He's getting a lot of damage taken by this Brood. 23 Savage destroys Insania. Mickey completely whiffs on the Chronosphere.
He has a refresher charge.
Fire on 23 Savage. The time walk away. And Nisha ends up dropping, so it's a 2-for-0. Talon successfully defending. Can they get more out of this?
Finally, Talon strike back. They have it in themselves with all their spells and timings and being able to initiate there at Zai.
Yep, shot.
Okay, easy 3-shot.
All right, that's a thing.
Blinks out, tricks the cloak. This guy is playing disgusting. Someone check him out. There's some cheating going on.
Focusing on Zai, can he get out? He's gonna get full promise, but this is so much physical damage to withstand. And Zai, I see blowing up against this Hongrok. Will that be enough? No. Dead for 2 full minutes.
They're going forward.
Liquid now on the run. Mickey gets off his BKB, but he's completely out of mana. Gets bashed up by the 23 Savage Void Spirit. Up onto the high ground they go. Nisha and Mickey. Mickey's gonna get Avalanche. The Faith Edict doing a little bit for him, but he eventually will drop, so a nice defense from Talon. Gonna get spotted here as Mickey jumps in, getting the bash. The Chronosphere onto the Morph lane. Makoto onto the back line. He goes. Nisha moving up. He gets on the Rolling Thunder. 23 Savage getting controlled. I think that was the Wind Waker used on him. Boxing Boxy now attempting to run away, but they lost Makoto. Does have tons of remnants back. Like you said, his nullifier applied to 23 damage. There goes the money. He instantly gets hacked into the swashbuckle. Nisha trying to get some damage applied, but finally BKB comes out as the Void. So many remnants to work with for Makoto. Buybacks galore for Liquid. Zai takes a tumble, has the buyback still intact. Gaben is smiling upon him right now. Rage Rax is dead. Of course, just losing one Rax is not that big of a deal. His initiation from Q is completely stopped and distracted. Jumping in as well. Got Chrono here. On to 3. They're going to be able to kill the time of the end of the tuck. On the fire. Darkseer jabs. Trying to get some help from 23 Savage. Finally turns it into the void. Trying to take out Insane, but another. Holy shit. Taking so much damage. The post promise is right there. Right outside the panel. He should be able to live as a result. 23 Savage. Nisha getting his second ult off, it looks like. Swashbuckling on the other side of the wall as he's pursued and he's blocked in. Savage, a huge slice, and Nisha dead for 2 full minutes. But into the ball, 23 Savage goes. He's controlled for the time being, but he uses the time again. A lot of damage back. His Boxy still gonna live some way, somehow. That's very early. You can see the base is actually on the other side as well, but it's just to create most of the focus here from the side of Talon on these buildings. And you can see Zai is pushing. On the other side, how close is